Hey guys, what's up everyone, and welcome to Roadside Reviews. Now, I've been thinking a lot about the name that I was gonna give this because, basically, it's Young Titan World with a little bit of spice and a little bit of heads up. Then you're gonna be hearing cars in the background. Anyways, this is going to be a review, or we're just gonna basically talk about one particular movie. Now, are you in or are you out? You're obviously in. If you're listening to this far, you're definitely in. Today we're going to be talking about a movie that is played by someone who we can barely see, and is completely astounding. The story as well as the morality that even follows the story itself, which is honestly been lost in Hollywood for the most part. So let's just get right to it. Today we're going to be talking about Freelance, which is acted out and done perfectly by John Cena. Now, I've obviously loved him ever since The Ring, WWE, Raw, SmackDown, you name it, that dude was my homie. And ever since he came into acting, I gotta say, life's a little bit sweeter. So in Freelance, basically, he goes around that same kind of role, which involves being a soldier and then being part of security. But in this, he doesn't find his life fulfilled, even though he's a lawyer that passed the bar, person who is well accomplished in an area where you just need to sit back in an AC office and get paid $500K just to take care of a rich man's problems. So in that regard, you've got to understand that it takes more than a little bit of money, or a lot of money as a matter of fact, in order to be happy. And usually we always assume that once we get the money, we're gonna be instantaneously, unequivocally happy beyond compare. But in this, we realize that, okay, bro's not doing so hot, even though he gets to sit in an office. So he bounces off into something else, field work, where he gets to use his hands. He joins the soldiers. He joins the army. He becomes part of the fighting force that saves his country, America. And, they send him on one particular mission. His entire team dies. He blames it on the president of Caledonia, who is sort of like painted as the bad guy in this movie. And he swears that he's going to totally get back at this dude. He's totally gonna fuck him up. And he's injured, he's wounded, but, his wife fears for him. And this entire thing is revolving around him getting his shit together. So, one of his old buddies, the ones from before, they invited him back and they're like, dude, listen here, bruv. We've got work for you. We've got work for you where you can get your hands on a gun and you get to shoot and be active in society, right? And, first he's a little bit edgy about it, but then, boom, he's in. And his first work, or his first line of work, is to be involved with the same guy who apparently killed his buddies. So now it's like a lot of tension is going on, but he has this sworn duty of protecting the journalist who's going to be interviewing this said person who killed all of his mates. Sounds a little bit hard to believe, but this guy is going to have to push through, even though he most certainly wants to put a bullet inside this guy's brain. And to be honest, that was the plan, at least for the invisible hands that are in part of this play too. Because it's not just randomly that he gets selected as a person to take care of such a situation. Because as a matter of fact, there are people who are trying to get the president of Caledonia killed. So this dude, who is very charismatic, by the way. I mean, dude, I have never seen so much charisma in one movie as him. And that's crazy, bro. He's like, why haven't I heard of this actor before? Because he's just so lively. It's like, I don't know, he's sexy and he's really great at what he does. It's like he's smooth with that shit. He's a smooth criminal. And that guy was really good in he was really good in the acting. The movie, he was really good in the movie. So anyway, the president of Caledonia, that smooth little bastard, he meets up with him, but already he knows what this is all about. He knows this is all a plan, and he also knows that there is a coup that's going on in his own country, and they're trying to take him out because they know that there are resources that they can tap from the freaking country. Now, obviously, this can be related to a lot of things that, the GA or like bigger empires have always been involved in, like decimating those small economies so that they would lean onto the bigger ones, and so they could tap those resources for their own gain. Now, it's always obvious that this kind of thing is always happening, but it doesn't mean in that it's always successful, because in this one, even though they've planned to take him out, there are a lot of things that get in the way. Personally, I think it's because the villains always hesitate to shoot the people on sight. I mean, if you see the person that you're supposed to kill within shooting range, why the fuck would you want to stand there and wait for him to get closer? I mean, obviously, you just take the shot and he's dead, because obviously you only need to kill one man, and you don't need to wait, have a conversation with the person who's about to die before you put a bullet in his fucking head. That sounded a little bit gruesome, but honestly, if assassins or, contract killers are not able to do this simple thing, then I can hardly call them contract killers or even mercenaries for that matter. Anyways, Freelance gets a little hotter as we realize that, even though he's a man who is... Oh, shit. I was trying to hit a pharmacy. Seems like the pharmacy is kind of closed. Kind of closed? It's fully closed. There's nothing there. Okay, I guess we're going to have to go in without him. Anyways, so we realize that the protagonist has to choose between either killing the president of Caledonia and getting his journalist friend back safely, or siding with the president of Caledonia, thereby risking his own life and limb in order to save the day, which always seems like the best possible solution if you're the person who is the protagonist, because you always want to be the good guy in the scenario. Anyways, with that being said, it's unclear what to do with such information, because he then realizes that the reason why they picked him was because he wanted revenge, and the only way to actually did that is just give it to him on a silver platter when he would do it for free. But then the mercenaries realize that the dude's not killing him, so they have to take matters into their own hands to try and move in on the dude, and he still has a plan. Now, for a person who has been coup d'etat by his nephew, and I don't know, a certain part of the world wants him dead, he seems quite cheery and upbeat about it. And I feel like that's the life and the party of the movie. I mean, I know Cena's part is supposed to be the glum person whose life doesn't come with much joy unless he's shooting people down or on the front lines. But with what I've seen, it kind of seems to me like the entire process is a lot more easier to handle when you realize that they actually get to be great friends, and it ends up with them finding a way to actually go out. And everyone admires John Cena in the movie because he shoots a lot of guns, and he's really good at aiming. I don't know what essential part this plays, but I don't know. It seems to me like if they had an opportunity for a threesome, they would totally go for it if he wasn't married and didn't have a daughter. Anyways, so that's going to be everything for, Freelance. It's a really great movie. If you haven't checked it out, please do. And let me know down in the comments what you think. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. This is Young Titan. I hope that you guys take care of yourselves. And until the next one, I'll be seeing you guys later, which isn't tomorrow. Next one, because I'm never really specific, am I? Anyways, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Until next time, Young Titan out. Thank you for listening.